On the side of a former piano factory. There's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're off from Baltimore. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the gun, Jackson. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
First, you try to run it. Second, you try to throw it. And both times, you end up behind your own line of scrimmage. Break out the coffee along the sideline. Get everybody a dose of caffeine because one side came to play, and the other better wake up.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Lamar now from the gun. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders take over after returning it inside the red zone. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Going left side, Madison with it. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Madison again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Third and long for him here. Catch made. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 27. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. 30. Gets the 10. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut it to a load point on the scoreboard. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. That one splits the uprights, and we're all knotted up. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the pistol, Minshew. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Minshew now on 3rd down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They snap it. Here's Minshew. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Up the middle they go with Madison. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Madison. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They have it on 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Minshew. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Play action, it's Minshew. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They go with Madison here. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's tackled for no gain. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
This one's intercepted. It's Marcus Williams. And the Ravens get the football back at their own 30 after that interception and return. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. No hesitation, and that one's caught. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st down, here's Lamar. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets it quickly to Bowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Minshew on 1st down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with Madison. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And the defender comes away with it. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens get some extra yards with that return before they finally track him down.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Backed up in the end zone, Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Tight end in motion right. On 1st down, Jackson. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And again, it's Jackson. Brought in close to the 8. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Looking to throw. He's going deep. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
He'll throw it. That's complete. Here's Madison. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Now Minshew. Got a man open across the field, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, a run for Madison. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Minshew working from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for Raiders first.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Madison. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
One of the tight ends in motion left. The give now to Madison. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, Minshew. Complete here to Bowers. And this one doesn't go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Now run. This is Madison. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's Madison, and he's brought down at the line. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down. They give it to Madison, and he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Raiders leaving the offense out there. They want to add 2 more to that touchdown. Makes the handoff. Now Minshew. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was brought down by Jacorian Bennett.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
Raiders 13.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot!
Running once more with Henry. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He's back to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He still has room inside the 30. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Minshew. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Throwing on first is Minshew. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Minshew to throw. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their 1st sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
3rd and long, it's Minshew. That one's incomplete over the middle. Nearly an interception on that play. And that brings up 4th and long.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Put the body on the line for his team. And that might just do it for him, Brock, as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's brought down after a short gain. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pistol snap to Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Trying down the middle with Henry. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another run for Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They send a tight end in motion. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that first down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. It's caught. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Minshew setting up to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the give to Madison. Room to work at the 35. And he's all the way up to the 41. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Madison again. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Play action, it's Minshew. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. The crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.